Hey everybody, this is Jim King and with King Piers out here in Liberty, Missouri. This project here, when I bid it, I think it taught me a lesson. Commercial jobs, you should always call for utility locates before you price anything. That's to any time I bid a job like this from here on out, I will know where the utilities are at, rather than just driving up here and measuring it and seeing how many piers it's going to take. So we got utilities, fiber optic, and that's big time. You break a fiber optic and you might as well just shut your doors. And we got fiber optic running right behind this footing here. Thank God the footing is the size it is. It's very wide. So right here where these holes are, tomorrow morning, we're gonna start jackhammering out these footings and these king pier holes. And then we'll clean the holes out. We'll start boring underneath the building to where the wall is, set our king pier and our plates, and get them in there. We're going to do this in thirds. We're going to do 11, 11, and 11, and or 11, 11, and 12, and do it that way. But this job here, like I said, the scope of work changed when we started day one. I planned on exposing the footing and then going behind the footing like we do on all the jobs. 3-foot minimum and a 4x3 square, digging down below the footing, tunneling underneath. But in this situation, fiber optic is right behind the footing, and it made it impossible. We tried to get them to relocate the utilities out of our way, which back when I was doing highway work and bridge work, if you had a utility in the way, they were on it pronto. Ben's, this is private work. They dragged their feet. They wouldn't even return our phone calls. And so it's either had to have a kind of a decision to make. We either saw cut this, which wasn't in the scope of work, saw cut the footings. I planned on doing no saw cutting, but I've had to have Bazine saw cutting to cut through these 2-foot thick footings. And breaking out concrete was not part of my scope of work. But what I give these people a bid. I feel like it's kind of my fault that I should have had the locates marked before I did it, and then I could have priced it a little differently to cover this extra cost. But in the overall scheme of things, I think we'll be fine. We're not running south. Like I said, we're right in the midst of it right now. We're not going to leave here until this is done. So stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of videos starting on this today and tomorrow and throughout until this is finished. But this building, the south side of this building, will be king pier strong when we're done. No other pier system can do what we can do. We offered to raise this for them, but they've got new utilities up on top of the roof, and so it's just a stabilization. So it kind of takes the brain work out of it. We're not raising anything on this. It's just stabilizing it. But I would have been glad to do it, and I told them that it was up to them, and they said they just wanted it stabilized. The price didn't change, so my price I didn't ask for no increase in because of this. It's just saw cutting, and it is more labor, but you know, it is what it is. You got to take the good with the bad, and I still think this is a great one. I really do. So the scope of work has changed. If I would have known where the utilities were at originally, I wouldn't have bid it. The price I bid it had been a little bit more, but like I said, it is what it is, and we're just going to stay with it. We're going to muck out this concrete. Tomorrow I'll be breaking concrete, and we're moving the edge of the dirt on the back side of these pier holes right at where the utilities are at. We're doing it by hand because we do not want to damage any of these utilities. Punch a hole in any of the pipe. And that's about as far as we're going to go this way. Jackhammer this concrete he's standing on out to where underneath the wall. Put our plate, king pier, encase it in concrete. So stay with me on this big job for us. King Piers out here. It's probably the biggest commercial job in Kansas City at the moment going on. So stay with us. King Piers out here in Liberty. For all your foundation repair needs, call us 816-288-4373. You can always go to my website, kingpiers.com. Check all of our videos out there on YouTube. YouTube's huge for us. Give us a subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. Thank you.